Method overloading. Method overloading means what we know. We know the same method, first one, and different parameters, right? That's the basic concept around it. That there will be two or more same methods which will have the different parameters. Then we'll say, okay, boss, these methods are overloaded. Correct? The misconception comes from this line, same method. Can anyone define me what when you think the methods are same? For you, what is a method? When you think the methods are same. This is my question. Answer, please. Anyone, like you guys try. That's the main part. Okay. The more you try, the more I will get a clear idea where from which depth I have to give you the idea. When you can say the
same method name and implementation.
Same method name and implementation. Okay. Who said this? I'm just pointing.
Sir, Sujit.
Yeah.
Sujit.
Okay. Others? Try. What is same method for you guys? Anyone, just please come up. Don't be mute. You don't have to be mute at all unless you give me noise. You can be unmute in the whole class.
Having the same method name and it's belong to same like static, non-static. It will be the same.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, I'll go ahead. So same method. So we have a method signature line. Can anyone tell me method signature line? Have you heard of it? That's all. My question is. Yes. Method signature line. Have you heard of it?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So what is signature? If I sign my name, this is my signature, right? So that means that I am carrying my identity. This is the signature, correct? My signature carries out my identity. Yes or no?
Yes.
Who am I? How? There might be 100 people with the same name Amitabh, but it matters how their signature is different, right? Because my bank might have 10 Amitabhs, but my signature is unique to them, correct? That's why they are pointing out, okay, these people have signed this check. That means this is his account. So here methods also have their signature, and method signature consists of 4 things. 4. First one, access modifier. Access modifier means public, private, protected, default.
Protected default.
These 4. That means this method is applicable to everyone. This method is applicable to only this package. This method is only applicable to its own class. This method is only applicable to only inside the subclass and package. Okay. Second thing, memory access modifier, static or non-static. Third thing, return type and name. This is the method signature line. So if you say that there are 2 same Amitabhs, that means both of Amitabhs has to have same signature also. It's not only same method name, dude. Don't use the word name. It's wrong. Until and unless the whole method signature line is same, 2 methods are not same. Because if I have a public static void, I give up the static. Public void M1 and I have public integer M1. Are they same? No. Why they will be same? It's returning void. It's nothing to return. It has an integer to return. If they have the public, okay. Void integer, no match. Done. The methods are not same. So clear up your idea. Method overloading means same method, correct? They don't use the same method name. The name you have used it. It's the same method means same method signature line itself. These 4 elements has to be matched. Then only I can say, okay, boss, these 2 methods are same. Is it clear? Because if I have a public void
Yes.
M1, is public void M1 and private void M1 same? No, right?
No. No.
Because I can access the one from anywhere, I can access one only in that class. Is that same? No.
No.
So until unless these 4 elements get matched, you can't say the methods are same. You got my point, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Clear for everyone?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So what is method overloading? When two same methods will have different parameters. That is called method overloading. And what do you mean by same method? When 2 methods will have the same access modifier,
Same
static or
signature
non-static,
line.
same return type and same name. Then only I can say, okay, boss, 2 methods are same. Okay, because the signature matters. Because there might be 2 Amitabhs, but their signature are not same. Correct. Just like that. Clear, right? Hopefully clear. And now the different parameters. This is also another. I haven't asked any questions regarding this, but you can overload methods with different parameters in 3 ways. Can anyone tell me 3 ways?
First, same number of parameters, but different
Data types.
data types.
Yes, different data types.
Second, different numbers of parameters.
Yes, different number of parameters.
Number of
Correct. Third one. The third one is the interview question, you know. This two the everyone gets. Yeah, please tell me. Anyone, like, at least throw a arrow. Okay. It hits, doesn't it? So it doesn't matter. I am here. I'll tell you. The third one. Yes, Sridhar. You have unmuted yourself.
Number of values, sir.
Number
Means
of
in
number
the
of-
first method we have, if we have given only one parameter, we can give in the second method with
yeah, that's what we have covered, right? Different numbers of different data types we have covered with the same number but different data type, different number. Now, yes, Premavati.
With no data, no parameters.
Okay, I have it. Yeah, then that is no parameters. Correct. Correct. You have a point, like one no parameter with, but actually it comes within this, you know, like 0
In
parameter.
numbers only it will come.
Yes, it comes only in the number place. So the third one is still I haven't got from this.
Alteration in the sequence.
Different sequence. If you have the one parameter with integer A and string B, other parameter with string B and integer A, they are overloaded. You have one method with integer A and string B, another method, like same method, of course, string B and integer A. The sequence I have changed. It will be overloaded because for parameters, sequence matters. Okay. Hello, yes, no.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
So this one is also applicable, and not only this one, like for this one, you like people don't answer this question. So different sequence is also another way. Okay, with the same number, different sequence, same number, different data types, but different numbers of parameters. It's always there. Okay, cool. Enough of Java. Where was I? Action class, huh? What happened to me? But you guys got it. You guys got it, right? Overloading is a very important concept. Okay, overloading and overriding. I didn't even go to overriding, but hopefully you have got it. What I'm sharing screen share. Yes. So act we have created an object for actions class. So you can see here double click, context click. What is context click? I said already. This is the right click. Okay. Drag and drop. Like you can give the source, you can give the target where from you want to drag, and like we use the drag and drop where a file upload, we can drag a file, right? File, not file upload in the test lib, you can do it. Okay, I already saying, but just saying when you are uploading a file, what do you do? From outside, you just pull it here, right? So drag and drop by, you can give even the pixel numbers. Okay. Equals, you can match with the object. It will return the boolean. You can see if the object you have, is it matching with the object you want to target. And active keyword we don't need as of now, we haven't used it. And I will say yes, key up and key down. This is very important. Why? Key up and key down. Key down means, you know, we do control A. What we do? We press the control, keep pressing it, then we press A, then we release the control. Correct? That's how we do the control A. Key down means if you give key down in this control, I will show you the key down how to write. Okay, because this is a little bit different. Key down, keys dot C, all the special keys are there. You can see alt, arrow down, arrow left, cancel, clear, command, control, delete, divide, enter. You can see the special keys, right? Which you can't send with the send keys. All the F keys, home, insert, left arrow. You can see, right? Guys say yes, no, no.
Yes, yes.
I'm blind.
Yes.
Yes.
Say something. So key down means when you say the key down, the key will be pressed. Okay. And that key will be pressed down until unless you give a key up. You got me? That's
Yes.
how we do the control A or shift arrow to select. So that's how we do it. Okay. So if I say here that key is control, key is down. I don't think it will take an overloaded method. Still, I'm trying. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't take the overloaded methods. So we have to just do. Okay, I will come to this later. So that's how we do a keys down. And how to make the control up again? Act dot keys
Key
up, keys up, key up. So again, you have to give keys. Keys is the class which is holding all the special keys. Okay, and you have to give the control. Then only the control will be released. Until then, the control will be pressed. Anyway, so is this enough to control an action? No. Okay. So how can I do an action? So just suppose I want to do a right click. Okay, I'm going for a right click to show you. Act dot context click. Let's give the web element target here only. So web element is be driver dot find element. I'm going for the drop down as an example. Okay, don't take it. So right click on this element. So now you, for every action statement you write, there will be two methods mandatory. First is build and dot perform. Then only this command will be completed. Okay. Why? The context click will be built over the element and the action will be performed. Okay. Then only the action will be executed. If you don't give the build dot perform, done. No action will happen. Okay. Because whatever the methods you have given for the action, they need to build it there, right? They have to do the action, like build the action inside the element or for the element, and then they can perform. the action will be performed. So that's why build and perform are needed for every method you use from the action. Okay, so this is the action class, actions class, not the action, actions class. So actions class are nothing but it gives you some extra actions over the web elements, which are not generally available with the web element interface. Okay. So what are the methods generally they ask in interview? So you can say context clues, drag and drop, keys up, keys down, and even there is actions plus click. So yeah, click and hold. Okay. So this is the actions class. Any doubt on this? Okay, no doubt. Huh? Great.
Need to
No,
practice.
no, I just once again you repeat me.
Like where from? Where from? This line up.
Yeah.
So if you need an actions class, when you need actions class, generally when you are doing any UI automation and you see the normal click is not working, then you need the actions class, or you need a right click, you need the special actions, then you will need the actions class. So first you have to create an object and pass the driver as a parameter in the constructor. Is a like parameter is constructor. Okay. And what will be the parameter? That is driver, because you are nothing but think like that, that you are giving this object the properties of the driver, because it will do the context click, right? So it needs the property of the driver, which can find out the element and then click it or do something. So that's why you're passing the driver. And now by this object, you get the method which you want. It might be any method you want. Then you can use the overloaded method or the normal method. It's your wish. I will always suggest go for the overloaded method. Then you give the element which you want to find out, driver.find element by X path. I have the rest part here. See, by ID, I'll replace it. That's better. Control X, Control V. So find element by ID and whatever it's done, no issues. So now after that, when you want to build an action or whenever you use the action class object, these two are mandatory. Okay, you never ever can leave this. Build and perform. Why? Because the method you have used that needs to be built around this element and the action needs to be performed. Okay, that's why build that perform is mandatory, and then only your action will be complete. Then only your action will be complete. Okay, so actions, act, new actions, driver. With the act context click, then I have given the target where it has to need the right click, then build perform. Then only the action will be completed. Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay, anyone, any question? I can repeat like 10 times more, no issues. Anyone? Like, yes, I haven't understood what you have said from the morning. I was so sleepy. That's also okay. Then I will say go through the recording. Maybe that's not okay. So anyone else? No questions. Good. So that was the actions class, and you can see there like, okay, why I closed it. So where is it? Go. Shoo. Yeah. So here you can see the draggable, droppable, selectable, sortable, everything will come from the actions class. Why? You remember there was a web element source and target for the drag and drop. So you get this inspect, this would be the source because you have to drag it, and get this box as a target. So you just give those two parameters, it will be here. And we have the droppable. So you just have to drag this and drop here. So what you need this small box expert and this box expert. So you just give the element target, that's it, nothing much. It's actually very easy. Selectable. So if you drag your mouse like this, right, click and hold, right? You remember click and hold, there was a method. Just you have to drag it. It's very easy, very sortable. So you have to sort it out. So you can sort it how? So you can make the 2 come here, 4 come here. You can actually check. There was one overloaded method, if you remember, which was checking the int like pixel, int x, int y, if you remember. So if you see on the right side, you can see the pixel changing.
Yes.
41, 34, 15, 12, 126, 116. The pixels are changing. So that's how you can give the target pixel. Okay, you set it here. You check the last pixel, what is there, and give that pixel. Okay. Because they need the target pixel where you want to set it. So this 4 will be done from there. Autocomplete drop down, upload tooltip. This 4, I will say just try yourself. Okay. And if you're not getting it, try on Google. Okay. Because this 4 upload and download a little bit important. Autocomplete, I have already told you from the Google example, how can you do it? There are multiple ways, actually 3 or 4 ways. Select class is there. If there, then we have the arrow down. Now you have got the action key down, right? Like key down, you can give the down arrow like that. The options will come down and give an enter, keys dot enter. That's how autocomplete. Third one is hover your mouse there and click it. That's also was a move to element. Move to element is also there in the actions. Okay. If you want to move your mouse to particular element, I think move to element is here. Yes, move to element. You see your mouse. If you want to move your mouse to element and then click it, then move to element, then click it. Okay. So that is also there now. Like you can get the expert from the autocompletes and then move your mouse on that particular option and click it. Now the most important topic, weight. I don't think I can complete weight today, but like I'll give you an overview so that you can say to Prasanna that weight is not, when Prasanna will ask what is completed, you will say, we have learned the expert. Maybe you have learned. If you haven't, you will say, I haven't learned. And you will say, we have learned how to select drop down and we have gone through the actions. And I will send you the video so you can practice by Monday, no issues. And weight, we have just introduced. We have been just introduced. We don't know much. Okay. So I'll just start with weight as a quick introduction. Okay. I'll don't go deep because weight is a huge. So what is weight? Why we need the weight? Can anyone tell me why we need the weight?
To match the speed of
Your voice is breaking. Is it for me or for everyone? His voice is breaking.
For everyone.
For everyone.
Sujit, your voice is breaking. Sorry. Anyone else? Like why we need the weight? Like I got the idea why you were saying. Yes, Swati.
Like to complete the task, we need to wait like for a few seconds.
Okay. So see, wait we need in different scenarios. First thing, it might be that I have opened the URL. I need to go for the like element actions, like I am saying, like click, send keys, those things. The page is not loaded. It might happen, right? The page is not loaded yet. So we need a wait there. Second, any scenario you guys can think of? 1 second. To sync the execution, correct? That's what I'm saying. To sync the execution. The second one is like you have clicked one button, but the result of this button needs to be like you have clicked the login button. The home page will take some time to come, right? So then you need a wait. Third option, you have clicked like you have how I can, yeah. So you have booked a ticket, like you have proceeded through the payment. Okay, you have proceeded to the payment, but the final statement, thank you for choosing us. So those statements you have to take because that's the only verification point where from you can say, okay, the ticket has been booked. So like when you order from Amazon, do you leave the site unless you see, okay, thank you for ordering with us? No. So just like that, to load that page, you need some wait for that element to be appear, for the text to appear. So that's why we need the waits. So now how many different types of weights are there? So in Selenium, we have 3 types of weight. Official 3 types of weight. First is implicit weight. Second one is explicit weight. And last one is fluent weight. And we have another weight, which is, hard weight. It is not under Selenium, it is Java property. Okay. Which is hardware? What is hardware? I'll come to that first and clear it. Hardware is nothing but head.slip. Head.slip is the hardware. Why? Because it's Java property. Why Java property? I said Java is a multi-threading language, if you remember, right? Hello, guys. When I'm asking questions from
Yes.
Java, why you guys are like silent ghost house? Java is a multi-threading language. Okay, I know someone is gonna answer this question. Whom should I ask? Nishant, you haven't answered anything. Nishant. Hello. Nishant. Okay, he left the laptop on and went away somewhere. No issues. Shoma. Unmute yourself. Like, I'm not calling your name. I'm not reading your name out. Just unmute yourself. Okay, tell me that is Java platform independent or dependent?
Independent.
No one else. Why, like you guys, everyone has the name Soma.
It's independent. It's independent.
It's platform independent. Why?
It has its own properties.
One properties. What do you mean by one properties?
Own
Okay, anyone else?
It's independent.
Why?
Because of virtual machine, which is JVM.
Okay, so I'll say in 2 lines. Java is platform independent. Why? Because JVM is there. Okay, Java virtual machine. And how it makes it platform independent? Because whenever you are writing a code in a high level language, what is happening first? The compiler is making to the bytecode, right? The compiler is making the high level language to low level language, correct? Now the low level language is getting entered into the Java virtual machine, and now it's getting what? It's getting into the machine understandable language or machine language. And this JVM is independent of platform itself. Okay, so any machine will have the same JVM and it can read out those bytecodes. So that's why it goes to the Java virtual machine is platform independent. That's why Java is platform independent. Please, guys, these questions are very, very, very important. Okay, these questions will decide your career. What is JVM? What is machine level language? How Java is a platform independent language? These machines will decide your career. If you want to progress with IT, trust me, any years of experience, they're gonna ask these questions. It doesn't matter how much many tools or how many things you know. The base should be clear. So thread.slip. Thread.slip, because Java is a multi-threading language, actually you are stopping one thread for 2 seconds, correct? So that's why the execution is getting halted for 2 seconds. The compiler is not passing the code anymore. So that's why it's not about the compiler actually, it's from the JVM, but you are stopping the threading. So that's why it's called hardware, because you're stopping the Java execution itself. But weights are coming from the Selenium point of view. Implicit weight, explicit weight, fluent weight. What is implicit weight? Implicit weight is like if you have to use it once in the class, okay, and it will
work for
all the elements to be loaded. Whenever you use the implicit weight, it will, like, whatever the elements you have in that class, it will go and check if that element is present in the DOM or not. If not present, it will check again and again. Explicit weight works for a particular element with a particular condition, like this element to appear, one element to disappear, one element to be loaded, one element to be refreshed. So for element wise, we need some elements to be appear, right? We need to wait till then only. Why to wait extra? That's why element wise, for that condition of that element, it will wait. That's why it's called explicit wait. Okay, because it's explicit. We say now that you are getting explicit privilege. We say that. Why? Because you are getting some special treatment. Just like that, implicit wait is for once initialized, it will go for all the elements. And it actually makes the, the total execution slow. That's why it's not recommended, because even though element is there, it will go and check. So it's taking some time. It might not see in the naked eye, but it's actually exceeding the time. That's why implicit wait is not recommended. Explicit wait, whereas it's going for only one element with one condition, special condition. Every time there's an element, like I need the drop down to be loaded first. So drop down, for that explicit wait, I'll load. I need one text to appear. So I'll go for the element text to be appear first. So for every time I'll initialize the explicit wait and check it. That's why it's explicit wait. But both of them has a polling frequency of 500 milliseconds. What is polling frequency? If after every
Internally,
after every 500 milliseconds, it will go and check the DOM if the element is there, if the condition is satisfied or not. When satisfied, it will stop the wait. So checking the frequency of the DOM, like for that element, we have given some condition, right? For that element, there is some condition. The element to be appear in the DOM, it will go after every 500 milliseconds. And that's why the fluent wait came into the market. The polling frequency, even people thought the 500 milliseconds is too much. That's why they came with the fluent wait, where you can control the polling frequency. It has the properties of explicit wait, like you can control for one element, you can give some conditions, but the polling frequency is in your control now. You can check every 10 milliseconds. It was happening twice in a second, it can happen 10 times in a second. So it's more easy, right? It will go more frequently and check the element is there or not. That's why the fluent wait came into the market. So that's the overall basic, but how to implement and how it's more useful, actually, I think I should leave it to Prasanna, because he will explain you a lot on this. And yeah, I think that's better. So this is the Selenium wait, and after wait, you don't have much left in the Selenium actually. Okay, so after wait is covered, I think most of the topics are covered. So don't worry. And I have given my number already in the chat, right? So if you face any problem, you can at least ping me in the WhatsApp, no issues. For everyone, I'm saying. Okay.
Thank you very much, Sultan.
Yeah, thank you guys. Practice hard. Okay, and I'll send the recording today. No issues.
Yeah, please.
Sir,
do
what
that.
is the Monday
Yeah.
planning?
From Monday, Krishna will continue. Okay.
Okay.
That's why I told you what to say to Krishna. Krishna will continue. Actually, Krishna got some emergency. That's why I appeared in front of you guys. So that's the plan. And I think you are the last batch who is getting directly trained from Krishna. Okay. From next time, Paulamida will be taking the sessions. So yeah, all the best. And I think after Selenium, you guys will have an interview. Most probably, I'm not sure. Okay, don't take my word as an official. Most probably, I'm saying on a case and whatever have happened before. So all the best for that too. Okay.